Market direction is so important, especially now that the market seems so erratic. Do I hold on to my existing stocks? Do I start shorting now? I'm down in my positions. Do I panic sell? Slow down. This is why we start off each session with market timing. Let me show you how to move fluidly with the current market's conditions. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our YouTube Live Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. It's my pleasure to be here. I'm full now because me and Joey just had some Chick-fil-A, so if I sound full, it's because Joey made me do it. By the way, Joey is my producer. Say hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Yeah, he sounds full too, doesn't he? Yeah, we had some good Chick-fil-A for lunch today. I took Joey out because Joey is my guy. For those of you who are brand new, welcome. From all my regular people, let me know you can hear me. Type of VV Nation in the room. Type of VV Nation in the room. Steve is typing mug. Should I give away a mug today? I'm actually want to give away a mug and a subscription. Can I do that? All right, fine. I think I'm going to do that. I think at some point in time today, I'm going to give away both a mug and a free subscription to a trial of the VectorVest software. Don't type Jack Bone Diddley in the don't type nothing yet. Don't type nothing yet. Don't take it away. I just want to make sure they're not typing anything. Don't type anything yet. But I think I'm going to give away a free trial, a free 30-day trial. And I'm going to give away a free mug today. I think I'm going to do them both. So with that, again, I can see that everyone can hear me, and I'm going to do a couple of other things as well along the way because I want to push a couple of things today. So with that, I know we're just 1 minute into getting started, so I want to jump hot and heavy. I got a lot to cover this week. For anybody who's new and this is a place you're just looking for a stock buy or stock pick just to go buy, this ain't the place. All right. This session here is about utilizing the VectorVest software to help you to make better decisions in the market. We offer a system of knowing when to buy, what to buy, when to sell. And that's what we're going to accentuate in these sessions. So we're going to start off with the when to buy, starting with market timing. So from a market timing perspective, we're going to start from our homepage of the VectorVest software. This is the homepage, and from here, you're going to glean a lot of information. For those of you right now who are saying, well, I own stocks, what should I do? Should I sell some of my stocks that I own that I've made money in? Should I start thinking about selling short? First thing I'm going to do is tell everybody to just calm down for a second, all right? Market timing is key. And yes, we do time the market. From that perspective, we're going to start to help you with your when to buy. Is this the right time to buy in the market? And this homepage is going to start off with giving you that kind of information. I also want to touch base to let you know that this is podcastable. If you're not here to watch live, you can always go to wherever your favorite place to find podcasts, search for Trending Thursday, and you will get what I'm doing now live as a podcast. So if you're out and about, that's a great way to listen. We'd love for you to do that, all right? So this is podcastable. As I look at the homepage, I can see that all of the major indices are up today. Well, that's interesting. It was down yesterday, it was up the day before, and it was down the day before. What's the market doing? Well, the market's doing a bit of sideways mumbo with a lot of bearish feel. So today the market is up. Always keep in mind, one day doesn't make a trend. Market's up today. It was down big yesterday. So what do you do with this information? Well, let's move over to our color guard here on the homepage as well. And I try to teach people to use this color guard just like you would a traffic light. The color guard tracks 3 of our market timing indicators. Price, which is the price movement of our VectorVest Composite. Our VectorVest Composite is an indexed arithmetic average of all of the stocks that we track. Currently, the VectorVest software tracks 8,337 stocks. The VectorVest Composite is an indexed average of all of those stocks. Currently, today, on September 24th, it's trading at a price of $48.58. The next indicator tracked in the color guard is RT, or relative timing. This is one of VectorVest's core proprietary indicators. RT looks looks at the short-term price trend of the market. It is cast on a scale between 0 and 2. Above 1, the market's in an uptrend. Below 1, as it is right now at 0.86, the market's in a downtrend. The further below 1 it is, the faster in a downtrend it is. And then we have the BSR, the buy to sell ratio. In our database, all of our stocks get a buy, a hold, or a sell recommendation every day. We look at the specific relationship of buy recommendations in the software divided by the sells. Notice that if the market's current condition, even with the day up today, we have 2,619 sell recommendations in the software while only maintaining 474 buys. The market is showing signs of weakness. I always want you guys to understand that one day doesn't make a trend, and you don't go around and just jump back and forth unless you are a trader. Many of the people that are in our database tend to be more prudent investors, a little bit longer term, not super short term, somewhere nicely in the middle. But if I'm looking at things like the color guard and we track the movements of these indicators on both a week over week and day over day basis to assign colors to the tile. Well, if I'm looking at the last 6 trading days of the market, what's the main color you see? Yellow. For anybody who's getting nervous, well, this is a time, if you haven't already, to tighten your stops. But wait, there's more information that can be gleaned from this color guard. Remember, I told you this indicator RT tells you when the market is now in a downtrend? How about when the RT factor went below the value of 1? Was that a good time to start tightening your stops? The answer to that is yes, because at that point, the market's in a downtrend. Well, how about that buy to sell ratio, the indicator that looks at the strength or weakness of the market? When that buy to sell ratio went below the value of 1, was that a good opportunity to start tightening your stops? The answer to that is yes, absolutely. Well, how about the underlying trend of the market, or the MTI going below the value of 1? Was that a good opportunity to start tightening your stops? Yes. Last but not least, we track 2 trends of the market for you every day in the trend column. The first 2 letters looks at what we call the primary wave, or week over week movement of the VectorVest Composite. Today it's down because the price last week was at 50.18. This week it's at 48.58. It's lower on a week over week basis, and it's higher than it was a day ago. That's why there's a yellow light. But when that first indicator first went down, was that a good opportunity to tighten your stops? Absolutely. So for those people who are not subscribers to the software, all right, specifically for you, the VectorVest software goes beyond just giving you stocks to buy. It is all incorporated in a trading system. So if I need to know when to buy or when to sell, I can use the power of the software to help me, 1, know when it's time to get into the market, 2, know when it's time to get out of the market, 3, know how to manage my trades by tightening stops. This information is all here on the home page. So with that, Joey's going to type a link in the page. For those of you who are interested in getting this kind of ongoing power on an ongoing basis, we have a trial. 99 cents for 30 days. 99 cents for 30 days, and it's more than just getting stock picks. And I think that investing in the market should go more beyond just coming to a website or coming to a webcast to just get stock picks. We are in this whole market for more than just stock picks. All right, so if you're interested, there's a link. Click that link so that we know that if you do take the trial, that you're taking it from the YouTube channel. That way we can track that. If you're interested, it's there. All right. So as I look at the color guard, I see there's a lot more yellow, but I feel that there's more of a bearish tinge to it. I now know how to better manage my positions. If I'm in some stocks, utilizing the VectorVest software, looking at that indicator of RT on an individual stock, I know that that stock is in a downtrend. That might be a good opportunity or a good point to say, if I've got profits in it, take it. If I've got some losses in it, mitigate the losses. Don't let your losers run away. That's where we get in trouble, when we start letting the losers run away. All right. So from here, I'm going to go out to what news could be affecting the market at this time. Say again? All right. So Joey's helping me out here. What did you do? Just click. All right. So I didn't know. All right, Joey's got a new thing going on. I'm just trying to be, who the heck is this guy? Just tell him to stop talking. Anyway, so main news right now is that Powell, the Fed Chair Powell, has been testifying in front of a House committee about what's going on. What is the Fed doing in regards to COVID-19? And that's the only story that I have today in regards to the market. Powell warns that the recovery is highly uncertain and argues for more aid. So he's testifying before a House committee to let them know, folks, we're doing all that we can as the Fed to keep the economy going. But we need more stimulus. And the House and the Senate are going back and forth in deciding what the next package of stimulus is going to be. And, you know me, I don't want to talk about politics, so I won't. But the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, said the U.S. economy has a long way to go before fully recovering from the coronavirus pandemic and will need further support. The path forward will depend on keeping the virus under control. All right, we're going to talk about that today with Operation Warp Speed, and on policy actions taken on all levels of government. And he told the House Financial Services Committee on Tuesday, while recovery is underway, both employment and the overall economic activity, however, remain well below pre-pandemic levels. Well, that makes sense. Pandemic hits, the market gets hit, the market is trying to get into recovery. So we're trying to open up restaurants, we're trying to open up businesses to get them back going. We're trying to open up schools to get kids going back to school. Joey, did your kids go back to school yet?
Not yet. November 2nd.
November 2nd here in North Carolina for Joey's kids. Joey, how many kids you have?
3.
13?
Yeah.
13? No, he's got 3 kids. I'm Uncle Glenn to his kids. Actually, he was FaceTiming me the other day, Teamsing me, and I saw his youngest, and she just looked at me as, oh my God, who is this guy? I said, I'm Uncle Glenn. She was like, oh my God, who is this guy? That's what she was like, really much, right? She was like, but that's all good and plenty. All right, so keeping in mind that the pandemic hit, the economy got hit. The Fed is saying that we're trying to do everything we can on our side, and he's pushing Congress to do a little bit more. All right, that's the only story that I have for the market today, and I think that that's more important than anything else that can come out of what's going on in the market is what's going on between the Fed and Congress. So let's go open up the software. We're going to go to our watch list viewer. YouTube trending Thursday. Let's go find 924. Here's our stocks that we'll be looking at today. But the first 2 that we always look at is for the stock market. Now, for those of you who are subscribers to the VectorVest software, you know what we use for timing the market, which is the VVC. For those of you who are still not subscribers, for 99 cents you can be, but for those of you who are still not subscribers to the software, I use the spiders, the SPY, as a way to track what's going on in the market. So I got the 2 of them highlighted in my watch list. I'm going to simply right-click, and I'm going to view the stock graph. Let's pull them up. So let's go see what's going on in the market. And this is going to be a good guide to help you as to what to do right now. Now, you'll notice that I'm going to take off this moving average. Here is the VectorVest Composite, the indexed arithmetic average of over 8,300 stocks. This is why we feel it's a better move or a better view of the whole market. We had a high in the market, and that happened on 9/11, I believe, or 9/2. 9/2 as the market was going up. I drew a beautiful trend line. As long as the market or the VVC could stay above that, that was a great time to be in the market. Where are we now? Well, we broke below that upward trend, big down day that happened on 9/3. Since then, I'm going to draw another line, a freehand line connecting the highs from that high. Where are we right now? We're in a downtrend looking at the VectorVest Composite. So for those of you who are wondering what to do now, well, understand that the market is trending down off of that high. All right, here's a high, boom, bounced off of it. And since then, we haven't been able to break out of that downtrend. Where are we? We are at a level of support, though. All right, let me put that over. We are at a level of support. What is that? That is the prior day's close. Let's take that off. Let's go put on support and resistance. There we go. Let's change that. Change the settings. Put it is on 100 bars. Okay. Here's our last level of resistance. I'm going to eyeball a good level of support right about here or so. Look at that. That was a great level of former resistance as the market pulled back, finally broke through. What's that value at? About 48.62. That's the eyeball. All right. Yesterday, we broke through that level of support. We've got another level of support sitting at about $40.68 to the downside. So does the market have some downside? Yes, it does. But with today's activity, we're trying to do a little bit of a rebound. How do I know if it's okay to start getting back into the market? Let's see if the market, or the VVC in this case, can break out of that downtrend. If that happens, that gives you a good feeling that the market could possibly be moving higher. But as of right now, this is a good time to stay still. If you're still in stocks, you should have your stocks tight. You should have your stops tightened to slowly get out as the market was moving down. Let's move this over to the SPY. All right, same kind of scenario. Nice little level of resistance right here, sitting at about 326.90 on the spiders. We broke through it yesterday, and a little bit of a rebound today, not breaking back above. If I go draw that horizontal, freehand line again, and this is on the S&P 500, folks. All right, there's the downtrend on the S&P. All right, so if I sit back and I still say, am I ready to pull the trigger up? Not yet. Am I ready to still play the market to the downside? I say, as long as the market, whether it be the spiders or the VVC, stay below this downtrend, and this is an easy way. This is an easy way to just visually see what's going on in the market. As long as price stays below that trend line, you're okay to play the market to the downside. But the market's going to have this little wick-wack-acity. Wick-wack-acity. You like that? I like that. Wick-wack-acity. Yeah, I know. That's a little different. But as long as the market stays below that trend line, whether it's the spiders or the VVC, be careful. All right, the market still's got more of a downward feel. RT on the S&P 500 is still below 1 currently. The market's got more of a bearish feel. I'm going to show you one other thing, power behind having a trading system. Let's go put on something known as the buy to sell ratio. Where's that? I got to do it on the market timing graph. But we have an indicator called the BSR. When it gets to a level of about 0.20, the market is starting to look for a bottom. So I will tell you that based on that indicator right now, we're at a point where we're starting to look for a bottom. Keywords there, look for a bottom. All right, so that's all I've got on the market. If you need to know what to do right now, let your stops get stopped out. You're waiting to understand whether or not if the market's going to move back up. If you want to play the market to the downside in short stocks, I'm saying that you still should be good with that as long as the market stays in a downtrend. That's a really good visual way to go. So your when to buy right now is not the right time to buy. Can you play the market to the downside? You can, but understand that we have an indicator that tells us the market is starting to look for a bottom. My best guidance: sit still, let the market come to you. That's probably the best guidance that I can give to you right now, is sit still, let the market come to you, but wait for your buying opportunity.